She thought she was doing a simple act of kindness, returning a stranger's wallet. But what she found inside changed her entire life and forced her to face a truth she never wanted to know. On a chilly November morning, Claire Whitman, 34, wrapped her scarf tighter as she walked out of the small diner where she worked the early shift. The air bit through her coat, but it was nothing compared to the cold she felt inside these past few months. Life had been heavy. Her marriage had fallen apart, her father had passed suddenly, and financially she was barely breathing. But that morning, something unusual caught her eye near the curb. A brown leather wallet, half frozen beneath a patch of snow. She picked it up carefully. It looked expensive, smooth, polished, well kept. Inside, she found a driver's license. Michael Turner, age 38, a corporate consultant, clean cut. Serious expression in the ID photo. Claire sighed. "You must be missing this," she whispered to no one. There was also a photo tucked behind the cards of a smiling little girl with brown hair and pigtails, maybe 6. She was hugging a stuffed bear. On the back was written, "To Daddy, come home soon." Claire felt her chest tighten. Whoever this man was, someone needed him. She searched the wallet further, hoping to find a number to call. And then she froze. There was a folded letter, creased sharply, handled many times. She opened it. Her heart dropped. It was a hospital letter. From the oncology department. Dated 2 weeks ago. Diagnosis, stage 4. Prognosis, terminal. Treatment, palliative care. Claire's throat closed. The stranger who lost his wallet was dying. And the little girl in the picture, she might lose her father any day now. Claire clutched the wallet to her chest, as if it were a living thing. She made a decision. She had to find him. She located the address listed on the ID and took a bus across town. Heart pounding, palms sweating. When she reached the quiet suburban neighborhood, she hesitated. The house looked peaceful, decorated with autumn wreaths, warm light leaking through the windows. She knocked gently. Moments later, a man opened the door. Tall, tired, pale, dark circles under his eyes, but unmistakably the man in the ID. "Hi," Claire said, her voice gentle. "Are you Michael Turner?" He blinked, confused and wary. "Yes. Can I help you?" She held up the wallet. "I found this near Maple Street. I thought you'd want it back." Michael stared at it, stunned. He took it slowly, as if afraid it would disappear. "Thank you," he whispered. "Thank you so much." But Claire could see the trembling in his hands, the hollow weight in his eyes. Something inside her ached. He stepped aside. "Would you like to come in for a moment? I owe you at least a cup of coffee." Claire hesitated, but something, intuition, kindness, destiny, nudged her forward. She nodded. The living room was cozy, filled with children's drawings on the wall. A small pair of shoes sat near the couch. "Your daughter?" Claire asked softly. Michael smiled faintly. "Lily. She's everything to me." His voice cracked, and Claire knew he wasn't just tired. He was breaking. She didn't know how to bring it up. The letter, the diagnosis, the reason she was here. So she waited. And then Michael looked at her with eyes full of unspoken fear. "Did you see the letter inside?" he asked quietly. Claire swallowed hard. "Yes." He nodded, defeated. "I didn't want anyone to know. I'm still trying to understand it myself." He sank into a chair. "I don't want to scare Lily. I don't want to break her world before it's necessary. Claire sat across from him, emotions twisting in her chest. But you're going through this alone? She whispered. He nodded again. My wife passed 3 years ago. It's just us. His voice trembled. I promised her I'd raise Lily into a strong, beautiful woman, but now I don't know if I'll be here long enough to do it. Claire felt tears sting her eyes. There are moments in life that shift something inside you, moments that awaken a softness you forgot you had. For Claire, this was one. She reached across the table and took his hand. You're not alone today, she said softly. Not right now. Michael's eyes glistened with gratitude so raw it hurt to look at. Over the next hour, Michael talked about his daughter, about his fear, about the treatments that drained him, about trying to act strong when he felt anything but. Claire listened, truly listened. And then she offered something she hadn't planned to. Let me help you, she said suddenly. With Lily, with errands, with anything. You shouldn't face this alone. Michael stared at her, stunned. You don't even know me, he said. I know enough, Claire replied. I know you're a father who loves his daughter, and that's enough for me. Over the next weeks, Claire became a quiet constant in their lives. She picked Lily up from school. She helped prepare meals. She sat with Michael during treatments, reading to him when he was too weak to lift his head. And slowly, something unexpected blossomed. Hope, warmth, connection. One evening, as Claire tucked Lily into bed, the little girl whispered, Daddy smiles more when you're here. Claire almost cried. But life is rarely that kind. One night, Michael collapsed in the hallway. Claire caught him before he hit the ground. His breathing was shallow, his skin cold. Stay with me, Michael, she pleaded. Stay with me, please. His eyes fluttered open. Over the next weeks, Claire became a quiet constant in their lives. She picked Lily up from school. She helped prepare meals. She sat with Michael during treatments, reading to him when he was too weak to lift his head. And slowly, something unexpected blossomed. Hope, warmth, connection. One evening, as Claire tucked Lily into bed, the little girl whispered, Daddy smiles more when you're here. Claire almost cried. But life is rarely that kind. One night, Michael collapsed in the hallway. Claire caught him before he hit the ground. His breathing was shallow, his skin cold. Stay with me, Michael, she pleaded. Stay with me, please. His eyes fluttered open. 2 weeks later, Claire stood beside Lily at the small memorial service. The little girl held her hand tightly. She was quiet, still, brave. After everyone left, Lily looked up at her with wide, tear-filled eyes. You promised my dad you'd stay, she whispered. Claire knelt down, cupping the girl's tiny cheeks. And I will, she said softly, for as long as you want me. Lily threw her arms around her, sobbing into her shoulder. And in that painful, beautiful moment, Claire realized something. Maybe she hadn't just saved them. Maybe they had saved her, too. Thank you for watching this story on DYN Stories. If this touched your heart, please remember, kindness doesn't always look grand. Sometimes it's returning a wallet and choosing not to walk away. Stay kind, stay gentle, and I'll see you in the next story.